Hello, 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 and welcome in. My name is Wahida Dean. I am a psychic medium here in South Florida, and I am here tonight to talk to you about the full moon that we are experiencing in about an hour. It's going to be totally full. It's a full moon in Pisces this month, and I'd love for you to join me as we chat about some truths that are going to be coming out with the full moon. I'm also going to talk about some things that we can do during the full moon and how we can embrace the full moon. And then, of course, as we get further in, we're going to do some free readings. So sit back, relax, grab your glass of wine or whatever, tea, and tune in. If you're here, say hello. Hi, Jen. How are you? So good to see you. If you're in the Lotus group, welcome in, welcome in. And let me know when you come on in. Hey, Sam, how's it going? Oh, I'm so glad. I hope, pray that you guys are okay over there in Daytona. I saw everything going on with the storm. And of course, we're safe down here in South Florida. And we've been checking on all of our family. Hey, Carly in Jacksonville. Hope you guys made it out okay too. And, sending lots of love and support to you guys tonight, especially if you're stuck with no electricity, if you're waiting on the trucks to come through and put everything back on. I used to work and recruit foster parents actually in the place that did get hit, and it's pretty rural out there. It's like one traffic light type of city. So I'm one thing I can say is they know community out there. So they are going to be just fine, and everybody is on the ground. I love seeing how everything was coordinated and really well put together this time. So everyone's going to be, well taken care of. So we should all be very thankful for that in Florida. Good. I'm so glad you guys are okay. Yeah, definitely. All right. So what I want to chat about tonight is this full moon. So we have a full moon in Pisces tonight. And yes, we also have planets in retrograde, but I'm not an astrologer, so I'm not going to talk about that. What I can tell you is Mercury Gatoraded all over my freaking life today. My car's in the shop. Almost missed meetings. Like, it's real out here in these streets. So if you're having Mercury issues, know and remember that Mercury retrograde is a time for retrospection. So why are these things happening? Why are you allowing these madness things? What truths are coming out? What good things can you find in the chaos that is happening around you, right? Apparently, I needed a new starter and my car's still under warranty, and slam bam, thank you, ma'am. Hopefully, it'll get fixed in time so I can leave town. But, you kind of got to look at it like, how can you step outside of the chaos that's happening around me? And what do I need to do differently? And how can I adjust with Mercury being in retrograde? On a super full moon really doesn't help because it just electrifies everything, right? I didn't even care tonight that I was late because I was just like, this is what it is and this is what it's going to be. But with the full moon energy that comes in with Pisces, it's really about finding your alignment, right? Pisces energies is that of dreams, of intuition, of boundless compassion. I mean, they are just like the most caring people on the planet. They can be a little, frou-frou sometimes because they're always in dreamland, but use that to your advantage this full moon. How can you invoke those parts of your heart, those parts of your mind? What truths are you not allowing yourself to see that often lie obscured, that we don't even pay attention to while we're going through these things? Take a kind of like, it really is a transformative time to step back and look at everything outside of you and how it's all moving around and how you can make adjustments within yourself and how you kind of just go with the flow of the energy that's coming in. Pisces is a water sign. There's lots of emotion there. There's lots of ups and downs there. And it's almost like they can change in the drop of a hat. Hey, Nikki, I'm so glad you're able to make it in. I hope you guys are doing okay up there in Alabama. And you didn't get anything too bad up there, and you guys are hanging in there. So what are some things that you can expect, right, as you kind of pave your way through this full moon? You're definitely going to have some vivid dreams that are going to be coming through. Hey, Raghava. And you're going to have heightened intuition. So things may be happening and you might just already be on point for today and the next 2 days, because super full moons last a little bit longer, like 4 or 5 days with the energy. And it's just a super full moon, by the way, because it's the second full moon in the same month. super blue full moon. So it's just got a little bit more gusto to it, right? Um, as far as knowing about things that are going to be coming in, your intuition is going to be stronger. You're going to have a deeper connection to your spiritual self. So you want to use that to your advantage and figure out how you can kind of maneuver that. So we're going to talk a little bit about that too. So, what can you do? What are things that you can actually control in the madness that is a full moon? Full moons are a time of release, of letting go. So, what can you release and let go that you do not need anymore, that no longer serves you? How can you go into first embracing stillness? When you allow yourself to go into meditation, into a mindfulness practice, it really quiets that chatter that's in your mind, the irritation, the pissed off vibration, that kind of lower vibrations that are happening around you because things are just happening and being chaotic. And when you are able to turn that off, whether it's talking to a friend, listening to a meditation, listening to a podcast to kind of just allow yourself to be, you want to stop that energy. When you see that that's happening, you want to put as much of a stop to it as you can. If you need to take a nap, take a nap. You're gonna put like a big cut through that energy and that vibration, and don't feed into it, because if you continue down that spiral, it's going to continue happening. It's going to continue feeling that way, and you're just going to be anxious AF. Okay. So to prevent that, just allow yourself some space, allow yourself to chill, allow yourself to chill. So stillness, and then you can hear yourself clearer. Your inner thoughts will be clearer. Your inner wisdom will be clearer. Your spirit team will be working with you in a way where you're like, okay, I've given myself a timeout. And now I can address what the actual issue is. Now I can tackle what's going on. So then you're going to move into releasing and healing. So what you want to do is create a sacred space, right? This is a sacred space for me. Yes, you see it on here, but this is also my sacred space for my day too. It's where I pull my cards. It's where I do my journaling. It's just where I connect with spirit. And what that looks like can be different for everybody. You can have a specific couch that you like, a specific meditation. It could be your car. Oh my God, I meditated in my car for years. Okay. People would knock on my window like at work, and I'm like, no, I'm not coming in yet. Go away. And I still meditate when I go to work early, and I meditate before I even go inside. I just text my team, hey, meditating. Okay, see you in 20. Right? Creating that sacred space for yourself is important. Using sage, using Palo Santo, lighting a candle. You want to bring those positive energies in here. Hey, Janet. Hey, Ashley. Good to see you guys. So when you're creating that sacred space, you're going to allow yourself to release, to let go. Okay. What are you going to journal about, right? Creative expression is next. Pisces are super creative, whether they're artistic, whether they're writing. Those are two things that are big for Pisces energy. So you want to use art. If you are artsy, fartsy, or if you like to journal and you want to get a clean piece of paper and just write all of those fears, it's like pulling it out of you, right? I always use that Harry Potter reference where there's that big bowl of dreams and he just like uses his wand and pulls it out and puts it in there. I mean, that's for like a different thing, but still, you're removing that thought and you're storing it into this paper. So what are those things that you wish you could just see come out of you? And as you write them, you're releasing it. You're just letting it go, right? Focus on the wounds, the fears, the regrets. Really, like if you're angry at somebody or something, write that out. Write how pissed off you are. Write all of that negativity and that energy and really sit with it and let it come out of you on pen and paper and get rid of it. I burn the heck out of those things. I burn it with some sage. I burn it with some Palo Santo, and I give it back to the earth. I bury it. That's what I do personally. So I would definitely recommend that. And then for creative expression, if you aren't really upset or irritated about anything in general, which I find very hard to believe right now, then maybe you need to just listen to some music. You just need to do some dancing. You need to just allow your soul to move and be free and move about freely as you are doing these just regular energetic releases if everything's going great for you. And kudos to you if it is. So then what else can you do? With the anxiety, Ash, what you can do is connect with nature, right? Go for that evening walk. It's not as hot today in Florida because we have a hurricane. But spend that time just in nature at the park, outside, connecting near water, near the ocean, if you are by the ocean or by a river. Or if you can't do any of that, take a bath. Take a nice, soothing bath. Use some salts. This is one of my mentors gave me this salt bath mixture. You can find mixtures like this all the time. Actually, let's plug him. He is Rubio at Beauty and Wellness, and you can email him at rubio.beautyandwellness@outlook.com. And you can find these really cool mixtures. He makes them personally, and there's really lots of good stuff in here for a salt bath. You have the perfect place by the water. Oh, yeah. So you're going to go outside, you're going to take a cushion, a pillow with you, or something that a blanket that you can sit on, and just allow yourself to sit in nature and allow nature to feed your soul, because it helps to ground you. It helps to take all that stress and that anxiety away from you if you allow nature, if you invite nature in, right? If you're Reiki attuned, sit outside and give yourself some Reiki, give some Reiki back to the earth, give some Reiki back to the trees, and allow them to coexist with you in that space of beauty, right? So a last thing I will say is practice compassion. Be kind to yourself, all right? Sometimes we are out here so anxious and so wound up about things that are going on that we forget that the reality is we're alive. There is air in our lungs. We are breathing. We have a roof over our head. Most of us are sitting in some air conditioning, maybe not tonight in North Florida, but we're well taken care of and we're cared for. And sometimes we let those little things that really irritate us just take over instead of just being thankful and being compassionate towards ourselves, right? And then to the others that are around us, right? Inviting that Pisces energy really invites us to treat ourselves with the same tenderness that we treat others with, and just be nice to yourself, okay? So those are my tips for your full moon tonight, and we're gonna do some card readings. This week, don't worry about the link, don't worry about any of that. Just spit out if you'd like a reading. I'm gonna add you to the list because frankly, Mercury is killing me and I just can't do it. I'm just not gonna do it. I don't even know where my pen is. That's okay. We'll use this marker and see how that goes. So if you'd like a reading, you're alive, yeah. All right. I got Nikki. I got Ash. I got Sam. Jen. Carly. And then Janet, let me know, because sometimes I think you would like a reading, but just let me know. I need your permission, my love. Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you, Carly. Oh yeah, Raghava. Thank you, Raghava. I was like, there's someone else, somewhere here. Yeah, okay. I got you, Janet. Cool. And then anyone else that pops in, just let me know in the comments, and I will be more than happy to pull for you. I'm gonna do 2 cards tonight because I'm feeling spicy, right? I do have Cash App. Thank you for asking. You can Cash App me at Metafix1111, METAFIX 1111, and you're welcome to send a donation. I appreciate that so much, Carly. Thank you. Oh, you couldn't keep a state. Yeah, I'm gonna do more with the form, but I'm not in the space to do it right now, so don't worry about it. All right, so your first card is gonna be what you need to know right now, and your second card is gonna be what you can expect over the next couple of weeks during this full moon energy. All right, and you know how I go. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 5, who knows? I just keep it moving. So first up is Nikki. Ooh, Nikki. We've got some immediate, of course. As soon as I said it, 3 cards fall out. Nikki, first you've got 3 of Wands. So you're looking at some opportunity that's coming your way. You've got some expectations that you've set aside, and you're looking at the vision that you've created in the moment right now. It's not that you have to really make a decision. It's kind of like you're looking at everything from the outside. Is this working? Is this going well? Am I satisfied with all of this? Do I want to make any tweaks? Do I want to make any changes? So that energy is there today to let go of anything, just like we were talking about earlier, that no longer serves you, and just embrace and expand and accentuate, Spirit says, the things that are working, the things that you do want to keep. And once you can focus your energy on those types of things, it's almost like it'll rise to the top, right? The positivity will rise to the top. The things that you want to keep will rise to the top. And things you really don't like to do anymore, like cleaning things up, the petty types of things that you have to do sometimes, will just fall to the wayside. All right. Now, what you can expect for the next couple of weeks with the full moon is wow, you got some good stuff going on, girl. So you have the star energy, and the star energy is always a opportunity from spirit to have balance in your mental and emotional. So balance in this world and the other side. And when the star is coming, it's like that bright new thing, that bright new idea, especially followed by the sun card. That's really like spirit is just giving you, giving you, giving you. So there's either lots of bookings already coming in for like the holidays for you, lots of ability for you to do and kind of carve out how you want the next like 4 to 6 months is what I see like being built for you, and letting go of those things that you don't want to do. Like you get to pick. You get to pick and choose like what it is that you want to keep and what you don't want to keep. And you don't have to be fully honest with the people that are around you and the people that are asking these things of you. You can be like, "No, I only do this," to the people that you want to only do those things for. You get to be selective. Thank you, Spirit. That's the word. Okay? I hope that resonates for you, Nikki. Let me know. All right. Ashley. What's up, my love? Spirit. What's this, Ashley? Oh, girl. Why is it like this? Okay. Oh, man. You need to come visit is what you need to do. Okay. So, Ashley, you are overwhelmed as all get out, girl. All right. You got a lot of things happening all at one time, and it's like you just can't get your head above water, is what it feels like. You're just kind of like drowning. And it's not like you didn't ask for this. It's not like you didn't sign up for this job or this trip or this thing that you're doing with your friends and this schedule, but you are so overwhelmed emotionally right now, and it's really draining you. So I would say you need to actually do what we did earlier, do what we talked about earlier, and put a stop to that. Pick and choose over the next 3 to 5 days is what spirit is showing me, what you want to do and what you want to keep. Okay, that's going to be really important for your mental sanity. You are someone who feels the energy. We are all, everybody on this live is someone who feels that energy and ebbs and flows with that energy. So you kind of got to make I was just talking to my sister about this. You got to make your schedule in this time period that works for you. If you don't have it in you, don't do it. Okay, let it be a Netflix and chill night. Don't put yourself through it, because you're gonna end up like wearing yourself so thin. And when you get like that, like we get snappy, we get mean, we get irritated, we get angry, we slash some tires. We don't want to be slashing no tires out here. Don't do it. Leave the tires whole. So for the next couple of weeks, you have things are moving really fast. So there's you might have made like a really quick impulsive decision. It's almost like I see that you like purchased a trip to Jamaica and you're like, yeah, just gonna do it and I'm gonna make it work. So that might have happened, and it is gonna happen really quickly, but it's putting your life and your family life out of balance. You do need to work a little bit harder on the things that you have going on, the work part. And if you want to have like the funds come in and everything come together for you, if you can allow yourself to put in the extra hours, is what it feels like, or what they're saying to me, then it will go really quickly and it will move in the direction that you want it. It's not like it was a bad decision. It was just like a rash decision. and they're showing me a trip, but it could be whatever resonates with you, of course. And it can come into alignment for you. You just have to do the work. You gotta put in the work. You gotta go in the workshop. You gotta build the things. You gotta do the hours. You gotta put it together. You gotta prepare the team, whatever it is, and let that come together, so then you can just kind of freely move. And if you're trying to move away or move on from this job or from this position, then make sure all your ducks are in a row so that you can make that next transition and you can transition to something bigger and better. Okay? Yeah. All right, Ash. Angry. Yeah, Carly. Ash, we live in we got a little emotions there, right there with Ash. But that's okay. We need women that have emotions just like Ashley. Ashley is beautiful AF. Sam! Oh man, I'm so excited. I hope I can see you this weekend. What are you questioning, Ashley? Let me know. Let me know, Ashley. Your immediate is that you need to work a little bit on your relationship right now. You need to work on your relationship and where it's going today. Like today, right now, you're kind of like in a misalignment. You're not really feeling what's happening. And you're like, this isn't working for me today. Whatever happened today, whatever the issue, oh, it's a person, not work. Thank you for that clarification. So just take that and apply it to the person. Um, so Ash or Sam, you have more of like there's this way that you want things to be. There's this way that you want it to be created for the two of you, and it's not that. And it really irritates you when it's not that. And it feels a little bit like the dead space type of stuff, the disconnection. And when that happens, it just doesn't sit well with you. And today, especially, our emotions are extra heightened, so it's extra not sitting well with you. And you have to make that decision on where you're at in your relationship, on what you're going to talk about and what you're not going to talk about, and how you're going to address it. Keeping in mind that you might want to do the mindfulness activity, you might want to sit with your feelings, you might want to let the anger out, you may want to rest and meditate before you go into a decision that is like that. All right. Now, what you can expect in the next couple of weeks, we have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess has things aligned for her. She knows that things are moving. She can see the things that are moving, and she can put them in place for her. You do have a bit of a balancing act and a waiting act, and you got to be really mindful of not allowing yourself to succumb to Netflix, for you to not be spending too much time wasting time, if that makes sense. Sometimes when we're spending a little bit too much time wasting time, we're not putting the energy into the work or into the space that we want to. And it feels like waiting in the car line too long when this could have just been like a bus ride home. You know what I mean? So just give yourself some grace over the next couple of weeks and allow things to move as they're going to move, is what I see. You got to be patient and you got to be kind to yourself as you go through kind of this adjustment period, but you'll get through it and it'll work out for you. All right. Jen, who did you tell off? Or who do you want to tell off, I should say. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. This is good stuff. Okay. So, Jen, you got the King of Swords. King of Swords definitely wants you to be you're welcome, Sam. Definitely wants you to be that person that is like cutting through the bullshit. Like you're being fed this information and you're like, no, that's not what we're doing. We're not going to do that here. We're not going to do that to my wall, and we're not going to do that way. Please put it back how I said. It's like the energy of today. So keeping in mind, again, that we're a little emotional today with the full moon and the issues that are happening with planets. So communicating in a kind way never hurts, but definitely remaining direct is what you, okay, Jeannie May, I'll add you to the list, is what you need to do so that you can like stay in alignment with yourself and with your true self, because it's easy to kind of fall off and be like, no, bitch, we're not going to do that. I will fire you right now. And you may need to. If you need to, let it go. All right. In the next couple of weeks, what you can expect is just an overflow of abundance, of joy and love. You have the Ace of Cups, and you have new things that are coming to you, new abundance that's going to be coming to you. You're looking at things with the Queen of Cups as they are. You see the truth of a situation, you see where you want to go, and you feel that alignment, really. And you're ready to walk away. So you're ready to leave these other things behind that no longer serve you. You don't need to fire anyone, thank God. Good. You're ready to like move past these things that don't serve you anymore and just into that space of alignment that feels right to you. Whether that's taking the new program that you found, whether that's like just moving into that space of everything kind of coming to a more like subtle, like what's stillness, like they show me still water, right? A more calmness that's going to be coming in the next couple of weeks. Okay. So after you get rid of who you need to, just know that's going to get better. All right. Carly. Hi, love. How's it going? How's business? What's going on with business? I want to know. You're welcome, of course, Jen. And hopefully I see you soon. Remember, Tarot Circle is 9/9. Ooh, Carly, why are we not allowing ourselves to be abundant? That's not cool. Why are you second guessing yourself? Why are you stopping? Why are you stopping doing what you're doing when you know you love what you do? Who messed with you? Carly, you have the Page of Pentacles, but in reverse. So you're not seeing the opportunity that's being presented to you. You're not seeing what is happening around you as an opportunity and an area of growth. It's a little bit like you almost got, it's not reprimanded, but somebody hurt your feelings and you're in your feelings about it. And that's okay. Feel your feelings, 100% feel your feelings. You have too many options. I hear that. I hear that. But once you can focus your energy on this works for me, this works for me, this works for me, then the things that don't work for you will fall to the wayside. And if it all works for you, then how can you make that one thing? How can you make that one big thing? How can you create that to be your own, right? Because remember, we're all given a voice, especially as healers, Carly as a healer, that what comes out of us in a very specific way for the people who are attracted to us, because that's our purpose. That's our purpose, is to teach and to grow those people in that way. So when you're doing that, you have to find the confidence within yourself to sit here and talk to people every week on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be that expert, and you have to let people know that you are that expert, because you are. Don't second guess yourself, okay? Work on your solar plexus chakra. So your next 2 weeks is you're feeling a little bit out of alignment with the kids and with everything that's happening with them. Just meaning, like, you feel like you're giving too much of your time and too much of your energy in that one space, and you want to be more abundant and freely spend your time with them, freely give your time. You don't want to be so restricted to, I have to do this, this, and this so that I could even carve out a couple of hours to spend with my kids. You want to be that higher Six of Wands energy. Like, you want to look at the things that you have achieved and look at like, you feel like you have the education and the degree and the expertise to do what you do, and you want that freedom to come along with it, right? You do have to let people know what you do and who you are. I have to do that too. I mean, we're in the same boat with that. But you want that leadership aspect to come out in the next couple of weeks, and what it will do is it will bring more balance to feeling like you have to do so much for the kids all the time and feeling like you are the only person who's doing that. And that might not be the truth, but that might be what you feel like in the next couple of weeks. So just be mindful of, I always say, like, carve out that time when you're feeling like you're not doing enough for the kids, right? And you're doing too much for work, because I deal with that too. And give yourself that space to be, like, humble and say, today we're going to go get ice cream. We're going to sit down and do homework at the library so mom can work 2 and you can work 3. And then, kind of create that space where you guys are doing things together in a way. And that'll make you feel more fulfilled, make you feel like you can step away when you need to step away. Make sense? Let me know. Janet. Hi. Janet. Spirit. What does Janet need to know? What does Janet need to know right now? Today. Why are all your cards in reverse? So Janet, you got every whole thing, the whole shebang in reverse, and you are ignoring the problem. Janet, you're ignoring the problem. So this feels a little bit relationship driven, and you can let me know if that's on point or not, or who this is on point for in your life, because it's like a mixture. They're bringing in relationship, they're bringing in work, and you're a little bit overwhelmed in a lot of areas. It's not that you're overwhelmed in your relationship aspect, but you're just overwhelmed in general. And so you're just, like, gonna kind of keep ignoring these problems that are happening and be like, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. But kind of not. So the King of Pentacles comes in when we have to exude our leadership skills, exude our leadership ability. Hey Denise, how are you? If you want a card, let me know in the comments. So when you're spending that time investing in yourself and investing in the opportunities that are around you, you're going to feel like you're in more control. Okay, if that makes sense, let me know. And when you're going into the next couple of weeks, you're feeling a little bit out of alignment with your abundance and your ability to have everything around you in alignment. And it's really like there's some pieces of you that you need to let go of, that you need to walk away from, that they just don't serve you anymore. And that could be the work piece, but it's like because they have the family card next. And I don't really feel like this is like your sibling or anything like that. Okay, I got you. But this is more like you feeling like you can be in alignment with having all of the things that you want go well, right? All of the aspects of your life. So, your family life, your work life, and having that balance come together. And for whatever reason, they're just going to be a little bit out of alignment for the next couple of weeks. But Spirit is telling you don't forget to have a different perspective. Don't forget to look at things from a different view because this is coming out in this way over the next couple weeks for you because you need to make some changes. So you got to decide clearly and truly what pieces of this relationship you want to keep if this is your sister or if this is work, and what you really want to just let go of and what you're no longer going to tolerate. What behavior you're no longer going to tolerate. That's what they say. All right, let me know if that resonates for you. And of course, if you ever want to do a deeper reading, just let me know. We can book anytime. Not anytime. I have a schedule. All right. Jeannie. Oh, Raghava, I am so sorry. I had you written to the side, girl. My bad. Okay, Raghava, I got you next. I am so sorry. Truly, truly, truly sorry. I did not do that intentionally. Raghava, you have the happy home life going on today. You have some alignment within your family life, some alignment within your just household. Like everything is just going really well in the home area, in the home aspect, and you can expect it to continue to be that way within your household. And that's just such a blessing that you feel that comfort and that joy in your own home and in your own space, right? You feel content with the things that are happening in your home, even if you've gone through some changes for it to be that way. All right. The next 2 weeks, you're looking at the Six of Pentacles energy with that ability to give back, that ability to donate your time. And you're moving on. You're moving on from some really tumultuous kind of energies, some more tumultuous. Okay, Janet, good. I'm glad. Because, I don't want to be like your sister's pissing you off because I don't know if she's pissing you off. Just might be some things about her that are and your job. So the Six of Swords energy is you moving away. You're moving away, Raghava, to more calmer seas, more calmer energy. It's almost like you've let some pieces of your relationship go and you're like, we're not doing this anymore. We're just going to move on. And the Six of Wands is talking about you showing that side of you that is like very in control, you being like appreciated for the things that you do, for the things that you offer, for your leadership ability, how you carry yourself, right? And when Spirit is doing that, you're kind of like get that feeling that you're in alignment with the changes that you've made. And it really feels like you released and you let go of a lot of things. So I hope that continues for you for the next couple of weeks and that resonates for you. Let me, as always, know in the comments. All right, Raghava. Jeannie May, welcome to the party, Jeannie May. Oh, thank you. I only would try to bust it out on a moon day. Also, today. Today was just ridiculous. All right, Jeannie May. Spirit, you're welcome, Raghava, of course. And, always know that you have a community here. You have a community in Lotus in the Light. So if you ever need to reach out or talk about things, we're all here. Just post in the group. We're all here to help each other, okay? All right. Jeannie May, you got the Chariot card. You have things are moving forward. Okay, girlfriend. So you have the Chariot card, which is that evidence of you moving forward in a direction that now serves you. is what Spirit is saying. There's really a lot of things that could bother you, but you're very unbothered. You're in a very unbothered energy, a very give no fucks to give energy, a very like, it ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm moving on type of energy. So allow that to be who you embrace today and who makes your decisions for you today. You know, sometimes we have to bring in that higher energy to meld with our own so that we can have the confidence to just kind of push through the things that are happening around us. And then in the next 2 weeks, I see the Magician card, which is you have this opportunity to fine tune. You have this opportunity to create and co create with spirit in a way that you want to, that you've really been interested in doing. And you've put the work in. You have to put more work into the fine tuning process. So if you're writing like a program, if you're making a process or creating a like a program, it was what it feels like. If you're creating that, you're in that space where you're like, you know, this is exactly what I want this to look like, what I want it to feel like, how I want it to happen. But don't feel like you can't charge what you want to charge, okay? Because the Five of Pentacles comes out where you're not seeing that people can afford to do this. People can afford to buy whatever you're offering, all right? If that resonates with you at all. And you don't have to second guess yourself. You know, every time I want to price something, I take a look around and I see what other people are doing in my area of how to price it, what other people who are doing what I do, because we are not the only creators in the world, right? We're just the creator who is speaking to the people who are coming to us, okay? So once you make that and you put that together, don't be afraid. Charge what you deserve. Charge what you're worth. And if you're just starting off, you do free things like this, right? I do this for the people. The people come, they love a reading, you donate, you donate. I am doing what I am doing to give back to the community in the way that I can and that I'm capable of. And I charge what I charge, and it's still less than everybody else around town. So you're welcome. And I'm excited to see what you do. Definitely message it to me on Instagram because I want to know. And I'm very much a big supporter of supporting my peeps. All right, Doc. Let's go. Let's go, girl. What does Denise need to know right now? All right. So we're doing a today message. You're welcome. You're very welcome. We're doing a today message, and we're doing a what can we expect in the next 2 weeks. So today you got that abundance going on. You had that Empress energy coming through, which is like the no fucks bothered, like the no shits given, right? So it doesn't matter who wants to mess with you. You know where you stand, and you got to hold your ground on that. Don't let anybody else come in and tell you it needs to be this way, it needs to be changed to that, and convince you that it needs to be done a different way. Because the way that you remember, that creator brain of yours, okay, you get downloads specifically so that you can create it and co-create it in nature and in spirit with what you're doing. It's very important, the role and the act that you play. It's everybody's role and act is important, okay? But I work with Denise a lot. So it's very important, the role and the act that you play on the earth while you're here. And you always have to kind of understand and be humble to know that that's the breath you get to carry, but it's also the gift you get to give, okay? You see things in a very specific way that everybody doesn't see and everybody can't get and isn't ready for. So allow it to birth, allow it to come out, and fuck them, girl, fuck them. Whoever did it today, fuck them. They weren't ready. Wait, I have to stop and deliver that before I can pull the rest. Lena, hi, love. Oh my gosh, we had such a good time, Lena, at Zen Mystery Cafe. So we were out at Zen Mystery doing some readings last week. We're super excited for just the opportunity and the growth and the partnership because I love it there. So if you are looking for a great vegan spot, Dr. V, in town, go over to where Jackson's is on A1A, but go across the street. Don't eat the ice cream. Go across the street and go to Zen Mystery Cafe. They have great food, great community. They're open in the evenings. Metafix will be there doing a tarot circle on 9/9. You guys can register on my website, and we're going to have a great time. It's going to be so good. Yeah. I had such a blast. I was so wiped out and tired Sunday, though. I was like, tired. I still a little am tired. All right, Doc, what you got in the next 2 weeks? I always breathe hard when it's, you know, these people that try to restrict you in life, right? So you have this energy of you want to give back, you want to feed, you want to grow, and you are the person. You are the person with the Queen of Wands, with the idea and with the determination and the drive to create this program the way that you want to create it. And I say program because it feels like it's a class, or that you're building or creating a class within the community or within the system that we work in. Not to put our business out there. And you're being restricted. You're holding back on what you want to make and how you want to make it. And you don't remember that, or you don't see with this card that you are the person whose hands are not bound. Her hands are not bound behind her. She can actually take the blindfold off. She can actually remove the swords and remove the problem. Sometimes that problem is in here, and we're creating that problem and thinking that problem is going to happen before it even happens. So if we allow ourselves to just be open to what spirit wants to bring us, the Queen of Cups energy, to open to the opportunities that are given to us, and open knowing that Queen, Empress, Queen, I mean, come on, you have it and you know how you want it to be. Don't let them hold you back. Don't let the mind chatter hold you back, right? Do those things like meditate, disconnect, run your bars, do the things that work for you, whatever they are. I don't care if you book me or not book me. That's not what this is about. Do the things that work, that's in your toolbox, so that you can release and let go of those binds, those ties, and freely create the space to think, freely create the space to grow. Because that's just the energy of the next 2 weeks. Sorry, I was a little passionate about that because I hate when they hold you back. It irritates me a lot. You're welcome. Lena, do you want a card? Yeah, follow Zen Mystery. Follow. On point. I'm glad. I love it when they use me for you. Lena, I just need your permission because like sometimes you might want a card and some. You okay? Good. Yes. Okay. Good. You came from the. Oh, how is the moon? Like, she's our sister friend. How's she doing? Is she okay? Oh man, okay. Good. I dropped them already. I was thinking about the ocean is gonna be so beautiful. Yeah, so beautiful tonight because of the hurricane, especially, and it just like it's probably gonna be so calm and gorgeous. Wow, I'm glad you got to go out there. So Lena, you have for the next 2 weeks. I don't know what's your today though. So your today card is a little bit of heaviness with the trip that you were just on. Let's just say it like that. And not feeling like you had that support from the person that you really wanted that support from. And it's like same story, different day. And we always hope that it's gonna change. We always hope that it's gonna be a little bit different. But it's just that kind of sullen feeling that you get sometimes. And sometimes you gotta go to the ocean and wash that away when you come back and just kind of release that. And it doesn't make it easier to deal with those binds sometimes that we carry with those people in our lives. But what you can know is that spirit gave you that experience together this lifetime, so that that is your truth for one another. As you always continue to heal, and as you continue to heal yourself, you're always going to heal the generations out. You're going to heal 7 generations after you and 7 generations before you. So your ancestors will be thanking you for all the healing that we're doing. Your children will be thanking you, or their children or your relatives will be thanking you for all the healing that you're doing, because you are that ability to stop that cycle, and that cycle from happening, and stop that energy from continuing. And it's part of your karma in a way that you do that for one another, right? Yeah, cleansing. Yeah. I picked that up. So what you can expect in the next 2 weeks are, you have the star card. So you have some really great downloads coming from spirit, really great opportunities for you to grow. But you're followed by the tower card, and people hate the tower card because it looks so destructive, because it is destructive. But sometimes we have to be destructive. We have to let go of the way that we were thinking, the way that we were behaving, and the way that we were creating even. You have to have things fall apart so you can put them back together. And that's what a retrograde is all about. That's what Mercury retrograde is all about, or at least for me, depending on your sign. And you got to look and see the opportunity, right? Page of Pentacles sees the gift that she's been given and knows what she wants to do with it. but it's almost like you got to detox almost in the next 2 weeks and cleanse. I hear cleanse your palate. It could be related to the stuff that we were talking about. You know what I envisioned one day after we had that chat was a YouTube channel. A YouTube channel set up right there on off hours that you're recording right at the bar and making and creating, almost like how Delaware Chicken Farm does their like Channel 10 series where that chef lady cooks. And I'm always like, wow, I want to go buy that chicken and make that recipe. Which is crazy because I'm not going to, but that's how it makes me feel. You know what I mean? That's your vision. I love it. I love that we're on point with that. Oh my gosh. I woke up and was like, why am I thinking of this for Lena? And I meant to text you, but I've been on it since Saturday. So let that change come and let that new vision come and create that, because the star card is like literally like spirit is sprinkling the gold dust on you to create it and to make it be that wonderful, amazing thing that you want it to be. So do it. Do it. If you fail, nothing different will happen. You still have your business, you still have your job. You'll just have a couple of YouTube videos that didn't work out, whatever. If you want to play with TikTok, let me know. We can do it. All right. I hope that resonated. Well, I already know that resonated because we're having the same visions out here, girl. So thank you guys so much for coming on. If there's anyone else around who would like a card, let me know. And of course, I love it when you donate, but you don't have to. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you being here. I'm going to pull one just for us to kind of close out the energy with. Spirit, what can we expect? Just what do we need to know? It's all in our hands, guys. Whatever you do, whatever you make, whatever issues you're going through, you have the ability to see it through and to see it in a way that is your vision, right? Hey, Quest, would you like a card? Let me know. I'm still here, right? You have that ability to create it how you want it to be created, and it's all up to you. Wave your magic wand, connect with spirit, and make it and grow it and be it. And I received that message for myself too, because I feel that as well. You got it, Quest. I got you. So I was doing extended readings tonight. I was doing a card for today and then a card or 3 for the next 2 weeks. Oopsie. All right, let's see. Spirit, what does Quest need for today? It's so funny. I feel like I drop into where you guys live. Oh my gosh, how are things going where you live? Are you guys okay up there? Were you okay up there today? I hope so. Well, you got internet and you got a phone and you have battery charge, so you probably all right. And then the next couple of weeks. Okay. Okay. This feels. Oh. Okay. So you're okay. Good. I'm glad. I'm really glad you're good. Oh, you're so welcome, Lena. Of course. Love you. So you started with 3 of Swords in reverse. And I have a feeling or an inclination that it's in reverse. So the 3 of Swords is the betrayal card because you betrayed yourself. You were not true to yourself and what you know to be your truth and what you know to be your boundaries and what you know to be. You were ignoring the opportunity. You were ignoring the opportunity that was coming at you. And this feels a little bit relationship driven, a little bit like, really, it feels like you can't be mad at nobody but you for how you got here and why you got here. And it has a tinge of relationship dropped in there, but it's a little like you're reflecting hard on the things that are going on around you, and if you want to keep those things or not keep those things, if you want to if you're just ready to release it. It's like you see the misalignment and you see the discourse that it causes you, and you don't want it anymore. You're like, I just don't want to keep doing this anymore. Is what? Yeah, that's yours. That's your card for sure. You don't want to keep doing that anymore, and you're ready to move on from it. The behavior, the people, the relationship, whatever it is for you today. It makes me feel like very saddened and like you were betrayed. Like you were betrayed and you betrayed yourself too. Okay? Let me know if that resonates. So your next 2 weeks, that was your today card. That was just today. Family. Gosh darn, don't you hate it when it's the crap you can't control but you need to control? Um so that makes a lot of sense. So, your next 2 weeks, what you can expect for yourself is a very much more independent feeling. This is very much more driven with yourself and caring for yourself, is what I hear Spirit saying. So, hold on to your money, but be mindful that you're not holding on to it too tightly, that you're not allowing yourself to have the opportunity, right? So, if the opportunity comes to get an apartment for $600 and you want to take that opportunity because you want to disconnect, allow yourself to do it. Okay? If you have the funds, remember Spirit will always provide. Spirit will always provide for you. You just have to believe it, you have to trust it, and you got to let it go. And you're very aligned. You're very aligned with Spirit. You miss the opportunity in the next 2 weeks. You're not seeing that if you hold on to and save the things that you want to save for, that you're gonna allow yourself to miss out on this, like this different way that you can be, is what it sounds like, is what it feels like. It's like being able to kind of turn a new leaf. And we go through this, right? We go through this as we transition and as we grow spiritually. We hit those like peaks that are like, oh man, I finally don't feel like this anymore. Thank God I can move on and like clear that all up. Like, why did I even deal with that in the first place? And we go through those transitions, and sometimes we get fearful of moving into that space, of allowing that to be our truth, because we're like, oh, it's just going to happen again. I'm just going to fall backwards and yada, yada, yada. But because of the fact that you're thinking that, that's what pulls you back, right? That's what pulls you and keeps you stuck in the mud. So you got to be the person who believes in you. If you can't believe in you, nobody else can. Like, I promise you, if I didn't look at myself and be like, you're going to go on this live, you're going to look fantastic, you're going to do your readings, you're going to hit it every time, and your people are going to love you. Really, I mean, I hope you love me, but I don't, like, you don't have to. I can also just tell you about yourself. And, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. You have to believe in you. You just told yourself that driving to a client house today. See what I mean? You got this, right? You were given this word and this spirit for a reason. Live it. All right. Eight of Wands is next, and Three of Cups is after. So Eight of Wands, it's all coming at you really quickly. It's all moving really quickly, and it's moving you. Like, whatever you have really has like a transformative movement behind it, a transformative feeling behind it. Not like you have to break it down and change it, just that you have to mentally decide, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to do it this way now. And let that go. Let that go. Three of Cups, celebration. Enjoy what you earn. I don't even care if you are sitting on that apartment floor by yourself with a cup of noodles. Freaking enjoy the empty apartment floor and that you got yourself there to that freedom, because that's your celebration. That's what you earned. That's what you deserve. I love you and you know that. Oh yeah, I love you too. Hardcore. You're like the fastest and best friend I made really quickly and lost very quickly as well. But I'm here for you. All right. Y'all, it was so great sitting with you guys tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you missed the beginning of the live, I'm going to repost it on Instagram, and you can find it on my story, as well as on YouTube. The YouTube video will be up. YouTube, follow me, Metafix1111. Donations are always welcome. You can Cash App me, Venmo me. You can just, what's it called? Zelle me. Everything is Metafix1111. Zelle is Metafix1111 at gmail.com. And if you have any questions or you need to book a session, the link is in my bio. Upcoming events, Reiki Circle has been moved to Thursdays at 9. Thursdays at 7. Oh, Jesus. We don't want to be out there at 9 o'clock. Thursdays at 7 p.m. I have a lot of trainings and a lot of things going on in the next couple of months, so we're going to move it to a Thursday night and see how that plays out. And it will be the second Thursday of every month. Tarot Circle is going to be on the books starting 9/9, which will be the third Saturday of every month at Zen Mystery Cafe. Go follow them. And Reiki Student Share. All the Reiki Student Share dates are up. Go register for your class. I've got all the trainings pre-planned. So if you're interested, if you are Reiki attuned and you're in the Fort Lauderdale area, you'd like to join our class, go ahead and register. All classes are going to be $40. Our Reiki share is free, or by donation, or I put it up for $22. If you have $22, you do it. If you don't, just come, and it's free. Don't worry about it. All right. Miranda. Hello, Miranda. Would you like a card? I just saw you come in 5 minutes ago. Let me know if you do before I get off. I got you, Miranda. Spirit, what does Miranda need to know? Yes, we are all good. Everybody in Florida is good. Everybody in my area and my town are all good to go. Oh, Miranda, you have some decisions to make. You have the King of Cups in reverse is what you start with, and that King of Cups is thinking a little deep on how you want to move forward right now. You're really kind of in this contemplation mode because your next couple of weeks looks like having to maneuver some things and some things that you didn't think you would have to. Some things that are coming up that you're kind of like, it's not like it's overwhelming, it's more just deflating. You're like, but why did this happen? Why is this happening? And I don't understand. This is a little bit of the energy of what you can expect the next couple of weeks. There is a piece of you that you need to fight off. You need to fight off and battle and keep what you need and let go of what you don't need. The Nine of Wands is telling us that you don't have to tell everybody everything about you for the next couple of weeks. We were very lucky, right? You can definitely let yourself be a little bit more cautious with the people that are around you and what your truths are. And you have to be so focused in the next couple of weeks on your growth and on your change and on your family life. And I'm seeing kids, but I don't know that they're your kids or their grandkids or something of kid nature, but you're so focused on making sure that everything is going well and going okay for them, that you could lose sight of everything else that's happening in your own life, in your own space, right? So just be mindful of the next couple of weeks of how much of yourself you're giving. It feels like a little bit of a sullen energy, a little bit drained. So just when we're going through those phases, there's nothing wrong with going through changes and phases where we're going to have to deal with stuff. It's more about how we're carrying our energy. Are you giving yourself that space to meditate? Are you eating your meal, your food, your regular food, right? Are you remaining in that 3D life as much as we are in the 5D life? You know, how are you finding that balance in the next couple of weeks is what Spirit is really saying that you kind of got to remember to focus on. Makes total sense. Oh, you're in Dunedin. Oh, yeah. I hope you're okay. I'm glad you're okay. Yeah. All right, y'all. Like I said a couple seconds ago, I'm gonna head out. I hope you guys have a great couple of weeks, and I hope to see you guys soon at some events. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.